like she said, I'm Toby, and I had the privilege of writing and implementing the BFF program for the last 2 years in the communities of Surrey, St. Margaret's, and Georgetown, and Morale. Oh yeah, I can't forget Morale. And what I do there is I focus on functional fitness. What we want the clients to be able to do is to bring their exercise into their daily living, and that's what functional fitness is. It's a classification of exercise that train the body so that everyday activities are easily more done as well as less injury. So when I meet with the clients, we focus on 3 components, which is the physical, the mental, and the social. And sometimes I'm there for an hour, and 20-25 minutes of it, all we're doing is laughing and carrying on conversation, having fun. So that stimulates the brain. Then I focus on trying to get them to do exercises which are using their left and right sides of the brain. And again, what it all comes down to is we're having fun. I'm teaching the clients to get to know their muscles and to get to know which muscles work with different activities. For example, the simplest one, which the majority of them get such a kick out of, is the squat. And I tell them to keep their independence, they have to know how to do a proper squat, because that's how we all go to the bathroom. So I teach them to try, and every time they need to go to the bathroom, or maybe not every time because sometimes they don't have enough time, but any time they can, try and do 5-6 squats, tap down onto the potty until they can, and then sit down. And they don't realize that just by going to the bathroom, how much work that takes in our legs and our glutes, which is our bottom, and our hamstrings. So throughout the exercises, I'm teaching them their muscles, so they understand what muscles they're using for different activities, as well as when we're stretching. So the mobility of their joints and the muscles is very important for somebody who's aging, needs to put their dishes up in the cupboard. So what I teach them is to practice certain exercises that's going to give them the mobility to do that. And we're seeing these results. We're seeing clients coming in and they get so excited. And I try not to use the word exercise, because some of, they that's kind of more of a new age thing, exercise. You got to take an hour to go to the gym, and you got to put your Lululemons on, and you got to do all that stuff. Well, you don't. You bring it into your home. So anyone with stairs, I tell them, before they go up the stairs, tap the stairs, alternating their feet. And that also, they don't even realize, but how much that's enhancing their balance, which balance is so important. Another thing I tell them, if they have stairs, is to drop down and do a couple of push-ups on the stairs. And I've taught them, and I have one client, my oldest client is 96 years old, and she is remarkable. I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. She's unbelievable. But hoping, what we're trying to do here is to get them to know their muscles, so that when they do these activities around the house, there's less chance of injury, plus they get to know their muscles, so they do take care of their bodies better. Just that example alone, going to the potty. Another thing I teach them is when they're making supper, they have to use a can. Take the can and do a bicep curl with it. Or take a jug of milk, or a bottle of wine, or whatever their choice may be. Do a bicep curl with it 10 times, and then open it. Anything in the kitchen they can use for a workout. I'm a really busy mom, 3 daughters. And I used to work in childcare, and I had my own preschool, which we focused on Montessori training. So I was always busy, but I always liked to stay fit. So what I started doing is, while I was washing the dishes, I did leg abductions. So I was working my hips and my legs. Also, when I was washing the windows, I would go down into a squat. So when people say you need an hour for exercise, you don't. You just have to do your housework. You end up with a clean house and a nice, toned, sharp body. So that's what we do in the Brain Fitness Fun BFF program. And the focus is on fun. because we do have a lot of fun in it, and I've been doing it for 2 years, and I hope I continue to do it. It's my favorite profession I've ever done. I've done a lot of different stuff, and this, I get to wear my sneakers, I get to meet these people, they're a joy to be around. They have muffins for me every morning. After we finish, they have a nice lunch made. We visit, it's a lot of fun, and we're getting a lot of good response from people, and I hope it continues. Thank you.